Welcome to Innovation Unveiled. If you've ever wanted to be a fly on the wall and listen in on a conversation between thought leaders and industry titans, now's your chance. Joining us today is Clayton Atchison of PixelMe and Max Hofmann of BidX. Clayton is an Amazon seller with 10 plus years as an e-commerce expert. He's an external traffic expert with thousands of launched campaigns. Clayton is experienced as both an Amazon and Walmart seller, as well as a retail arbitrage dropshipper. He has bootstrapped 3 companies and sold over $30 million worth of products online. Skilled in deal making and public speaking, he holds a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance, and a Bachelor of Arts in International Studies from the University of Missouri. Max is co-founder and managing director of BidX with his studies in industrial engineering and its focus on robotics and automation. He's laid the foundation for his entrepreneurial career. Max acquired Amazon's expertise early on. With his first corporation, he's been active as a seller on Amazon since 2015 and quickly achieved 7-figure sales. The time-consuming management of advertising led to the founding of BidX and thus to the first tool for automated control of advertising campaigns on Amazon. And due to his many years of experience as a seller and software provider, Max is a well-known and welcome speaker at Amazon congresses and conferences worldwide. So welcome, Max and Clayton. We're going to prompt you a little bit on the present and the future, and we'd love your emphasis to be centered on the themes of innovation and collaboration. So let's just get right into it. What emerging technologies do you see influencing the future of digital marketing, and how are BidX and PixelMe incorporating these into their strategies?
Thanks for the introduction, Jeanette. I didn't realize how long that was. Quite the mouthful. So yeah, with emerging technologies, I mean, the first thing that has come to mind for a long time is AI, of course, and Carbon 6 is integrating that into some of our tools and already have, including inside of PixelMe. And then the other one that I think is getting a lot of buzz is DSP, and for good reason. I think that fits in well also with like our goal of whenever people are running external traffic or any type of traffic, the importance behind retargeting. We've been preaching that a long time here at Carbon 6 and in PixelMe. And I know that Max is very much into the weeds on non-endemic ads and DSP and everything around that. So I won't steal all the thunder, and I'll let Max talk about that. But I think that the people that will focus on retargeting in general and utilize AI to save time and create processes are winning in 2023 and beyond. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you, Jeanette, for the introduction. I also never heard such a long introduction about myself, so it's really interesting. And I also learned a lot about Clayton beyond his name, and that he's working for Carbon 6 and PixelMe. So very, very interesting, very good to know. Yeah, so in Germany, there's the saying, the internet is kind of a new land. And I think that still e-commerce is in its early days. And when we look to China, then we see like how much of the commerce in general is going to shift to online commerce, also in the Western world. And even though we already got there over the recent 2 to 3 decades, I think e-commerce as a whole in general experience will emerge into with new technologies, much more. And AI is probably going to be a big part of that. And also how these online marketplaces are able to make money. And we see that, for instance, Chinese marketplaces just do not rely on any seller fees, but they do only rely on sellers advertising their services. So advertising as well is like a very important part of these technologies, yes.
Awesome. How does data play a crucial role in the services offered by both BidX and PixelMe? And how do you ensure responsible and ethical use of data in your operations?
Max the drinking, so I'll go first. Yeah, I mean, all of our data usage is exactly like what the end customer would want. We're very customer first here at Carbon 6. So we don't share data in any way that like I wouldn't want it shared. It's all private, completely encrypted. If we use it, we only use it for that client's end case. The only other thing that we would use data for is creating like, macro calculations to better understand how to perform for that customer. So everything internal, right? Taking the thousands of campaigns we run for PixelMe, figuring out which categories are more likely to succeed, figuring out which actions taken from an automation standpoint had the best improvement, so we can A/B test things and obviously in the end provide a better product to the customer. But data is extremely important, right? I think that's not a secret. And so we're very data driven here at Carbon 6 and PixelMe in general, constantly looking at numbers and tweaking things. And for PixelMe, right, is like determining from like a responsible standpoint, are products good or not good for external traffic? Because it doesn't work for all products. It doesn't work for all niches. We say no to people as often as we say yes. And the reason we can do that is because we have data behind our suggestions and so if we're having a consulting call, we say, hey, we don't recommend this product because your review score is this. And when we've run ads in the past, this has been the result. And we can point to aggregated data to justify those conclusions. And in the same point, we can say, hey, we would love to help you. If you can improve this on your product, then we can do that. If we didn't have the data, of course, we wouldn't be able to speak so confidently. And on the other side of that coin, tell people this is the perfect product for external traffic. You're crazy if you don't do this. But at the same time, making sure that all of our privacy or all of our information is secure and private. That's what we do.
Yeah, I think data helps a lot in increasing conversion rates and understanding where your advertising budgets are invested the best. Amazon is really doubling down with the so-called Amazon Marketing Cloud, where it really shows you like cross ad type, cross channel budget and sales attribution, and you can also customize like the attribution models, so you understand much better how customers are behaving. And Clayton, you talked about AI. I think the ability to really then customize the purchase experience with personalization leveraged by AI is really changing how people are engaging with brands' products. And also not the possibilities now that we have so many different data points about customers, but also the way we are now getting probably to the next technology evolution beyond the smartphones with some AR, VR classes and things that probably the way how we are able to engage with new customer products and with personalized products is going to change in the upcoming years, which is like very exciting. It's like a very exciting future that we are looking for. And we think that yes, privacy is probably very important in that case. And I think especially in the European Union, the laws that are already in place are very strict and provide a very good basis that your personalized ad products whatsoever are kept strictly confidential, and that a lot is happening encrypted on device and is not shared yet.
Yeah, and if I can, I would go back to technology. Max sparked my imagination there. I think that personalized ads are extremely important, and I think too that we're seeing, TikTok Shop is becoming more popular, and TikTok in general. And I think that this more community trust that's being built around products. I think that the generation beneath me, like my younger sister, right? She's 18. I think that they have grown up with retargeting. They're like, if I click on this in the United States, I'm going to see it everywhere. And they're used to that. And while no question that absolutely works, I think that people are turning to another idea, which is to just, believe influencers or other people they follow on TikTok and get suggestions from there. The idea of word of mouth is changing from where you used to just tell your neighbor that you loved this new product you got, where now it's happening online and in a place where data is being mined and used by all advertising agencies across the world. Like, how do you break through the noise? And I imagine, and I can't predict everything, but I imagine it's going to be some combination of personalized ads with AI or videos. But I think in the future that there will be a lot of emphasis on trying to build trust online outside of just putting a Facebook ad with an image, knowing that you already clicked or showed interest in this niche before. And it's going to be interesting to see how advertising evolves.
Yeah, data can be sort of a dry subject, but obviously it's super important to building trust with your customers. I keep seeing ads between, cookieless future and then also information about, YouTube denying videos with people that have ad blockers up. So all of that trust is definitely built into your companies. How do you use that data? Do you use that customer data to influence product features or new products?
Yeah, so with, again, the Amazon Marketing Cloud, advertisers are now able to build custom audiences. Those audiences are completely anonymous, but if you have sufficient clicks and sales, then you are able to build like anonymized audiences, and you are able to target directly these audiences or lookalike audiences. And you can also be very specific about which advertiser should be able to target certain lifestyle or in-market segments. So if you talk about, for instance, also brands that are not selling their products on Amazon, then it is possible to tap into Amazon audiences to have like very specific features that we used to get to know from Facebook and other platforms. Also now with like specific buying behaviors from the Amazon platforms, and they are able to tap into these audiences, which is like one of the product features that we integrated into the BidX platform, where advertisers are directly able to use AMC custom audiences.
Yeah, and I would say, to answer directly, I don't know that we've taken data and said, oh, we need this feature. A lot, maybe a time or two, but most of the time we know, like from talking with customers, doing surveys, just getting feedback, like what would be good to have on the roadmap, what features would be beneficial. But we absolutely use the data to improve those features that are already on the roadmap, right? Like, okay, we're going to have this automated bid optimizer for Google ads, or we're going to pause keywords at a certain point if they reach too high of an ACoS. We use data to determine how those features should be built, what logic they should run off of. But I think it's kind of zooming out of the data to think bigger picture, like what needs to happen here, right? What it needs to be done, and then you zoom in to figure out, like, which knob to turn and how to do it the right way.
So, now that we have you two together, there is a reason for that. And I'm hoping you guys can talk a little bit about the collaboration between BidX and PixelMe. How did it come about? What common goals do you share in this digital marketing space? And I guess as a two-part question, where do you see that taking us in the future?
Yeah, I can start. So I've known Max and Nadine and people from the BidX team for a long time. We've crossed paths at many events, Lederhosens and all. But over time, just really got to know them outside of the fun and happy people that they are on stage and when they're presenting their product, but really got to know the inner workings of BidX. And we're talking about going on, a couple of years now. And Max and Nadine have a lot of the qualities that I think we're proud of here at Carbon 6, which is being innovative, being customer first, and continuing to push the envelope. And so we've been wanting to find a way to work with BidX for a really long time, just because we think that they're a really great team and we like them, which always helps. And so the way that we saw this and we're announcing is that we're partnering with PixelMe. I think that PixelMe is a fantastic software to help with external traffic. We have so many case studies now that it's getting to the point where we're having to remove them from presentation decks because there's too many. But one thing that I think BidX can do that PixelMe can't really do, because we don't have that setup, is pull multiple levers. PixelMe is external traffic, but PixelMe does not operate on Amazon ads. And as you know, if you pull one lever, it affects the other one. And the same is true with DSP. And at the most recent Amazon conference out in Seattle, they announced that now with external traffic, when you're running Amazon attribution ads, that you will be able to retarget anybody that clicked on that through Amazon DSP. and Amazon will help you do that in the United States. Whenever you don't know how to do something fantastically well, you either learn how to do it fantastically well, or you partner with somebody that's already figured it out. And BidX has proven time and time again that they know on Amazon ads, and that more importantly, they understand the burgeoning and new technology of Amazon DSP and stay up to date on the technology as it improves. And so for a lot of reasons, I think it makes a lot of sense to partner with BidX as an agency that can help pull all of those levers for a seller that just doesn't want to do just external ads, but says, I want somebody to manage my external ads, my own Amazon ads, and my DSP. And PixelMe can be a tool and a vehicle that BidX can use to do that, but they'll also be able to pull levers that we can't. So I think that's the reason that it makes sense for the partnership, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I think it's always about how can we get the customers, our customers, to the next level. And obviously, as an Amazon seller, if a brand starts on Amazon, they won't use all possibilities right from the beginning, but they will evolve and they will grow. And at each level, they kind of reach the limit, and then they need to go up to the next step and to the next level, kind of. And we think that the collaboration with PixelMe, especially from the Carbon 6 suite, is providing our customer base that next stage where they can gain additional traffic, where they can help rank their products, rank for certain keywords, and drive more sales and increase their profitability overall on the Amazon marketplaces. So we are really looking forward to that.
Well, I, for one, think it's great news. I'm super excited to see this collaboration come together. We're just about out of time. So I just wanted to thank both Max and Clayton for joining here today on our little fireside chat, and excited to see what's next for BidX and PixelMe. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.